On the latest episode of WWE SmackDown, Solo Sikoa and Paul Heyman engaged in a compelling exchange that caught the attention of fans. Heyman dropped a bombshell when he claimed responsibility for removing the tribal chief, Roman Reigns, from the WWE Draft 2024, sparking a response from Sikoa. Addressing Heyman's revelation, Solo Sikoa, the tribal heir, made some intriguing disclosures about his communication with Reigns. Despite Heyman's admission of not speaking to Reigns since WrestleMania 40, Sikoa asserted that he had been in contact with the head of the table. According to Sikoa, Reigns entrusted him with the leadership of the Bloodline during his absence from WWE. Moreover, he reaffirmed Heyman's role as the group's wise man. The question arises, was Solo Sikoa genuinely transparent in his conversation with Paul Heyman, or was he playing a strategic game akin to the wise man himself? The potential outcomes of this revelation could have unfolded in four ways had Sikoa indeed communicated with the head of the table. Number 4. Solo and his new bloodline took Roman Reigns out of the picture. Power dynamics are always in flux. Even the most dominant leaders, like Roman Reigns, aren't immune to downfall, often at the hands of either foes or former allies. As the tribal heir, Solo Sikoa understood that his ascension to leadership within the bloodline was inevitable. WrestleMania 40 marked a turning point, with Reigns' loss to Cody Rhodes signaling to Sikoa that the time for transition was imminent. The title of tribal heir inherently implied an eventual power struggle within the faction, a concept not lost on Sikoa. When he claimed to have conversed with Reigns, it might have been a metaphorical dialogue expressed through his actions and those of his newfound allies. Removing the tribal chief from the equation created a void within the group, one that Sikoa was ready to step up and fill. Number 3. He talked with Roman but disobeyed his orders. While Solo Sikoa's assertion of speaking with Roman Reigns might hold some grains of truth, the nature of their conversation remains open to interpretation. It's plausible that they communicated post-WrestleMania, yet the content of their discussion could be subject to debate. One scenario suggests that Reigns provided guidance to Sikoa regarding his role in his absence. However, Solo might have diverged from Roman's directives, opting for his own path. A comparison could be drawn to the contrasting treatment of Jimmy Uso by Reigns and Solo/Tama Tonga. While Roman refrained from harsh physical repercussions, Sikoa and Tonga took a more aggressive approach. It's conceivable that Roman conveyed his wishes to Sikoa, trusting him to execute them according to his own interpretation. Such instances of varied interpretations shaping historical narratives are not uncommon. Number 2. Roman spoke to and put Solo Sikoa in charge while he is away from WWE. Solo Sikoa has been a man of few words since joining the Bloodline. He rarely spoke, but when he did, it was a newsworthy moment. Now that he's assumed control of the group on screen, he's talked more and more each week. The only person who truly knows if Solo spoke with Roman is Roman. Since he was highly emotional after the show of shows, he may have wanted to speak with a family member, not Paul Heyman. In that conversation, he could have told Solo Sikoa to take control of the group and do what was needed to do to get the bloodline back on top. That type of conversation would make sense with the way the faction has been rebuilt since WrestleMania 40. Number 1. Solo Sikoa lied like Paul Heyman lied. The most probable outcome is that in response to Heyman's deceit regarding Reigns' draft status, Solo Sikoa retaliated by asserting his communication with the tribal chief. This move likely aimed to undermine Heyman's position within the group, as it implied that Reigns chose to confide in someone other than his trusted wise man following WrestleMania. In the realm of the bloodline, losses and falsehoods carry severe repercussions. Jimmy Uso's brutal beatdown serves as a cautionary tale, illustrating the consequences of deceit within the faction. Sikoa's declaration serves as a warning: dishonesty will not be tolerated. A hug from the tribal heir now holds ominous significance, akin to the kiss of death or the black spot. Paul Heyman finds himself in a precarious position, awaiting his fate at the hands of the newly established tribal chief. What's your take on this? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. And if you are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click on the bell icon for more interesting content like this in future. Till then, see you all in the next one. Thanks!